They don't believe, man. You know, it's all mental, and people don't get it. You know, everybody wants to say, okay, well, here go 10 steps to, okay, Lewis said do 8, ET said do 9. You know, this person says this to 12 steps, and everybody's trying to get the steps without the mentality. It's like, okay, maybe you don't need all 9, or maybe you don't need all 8, maybe you need 4, maybe you need 12. I don't know, but I think sometimes they see what we do and say, if I can duplicate that, just like exactly how he's done in the book, exactly how, and it's like, yo, you have a story, you know, you have a unique experience, and so your 12 are shaped by not just your world, but how your world has shaped your thinking. And I think that's the part they're missing. It's like, guys, you know, if it was easy, everybody could do it. If it was a cookie cutter, everybody would just follow it to the T. But there's a mindset. And when I looked at Serena, you know, when I look at the Michael Jordans of the world, Tom Brady, you know, when you look at Michael Phelps, like, it is a mentality. It's not the money, the network. It's not, you know, the vision board. It's, I believe, for those of us who are where we are, it's something within, you know, and you can't go buy that. You know, I can't give it to you. Lewis can't. Like, you've got to go within and find that and pull that stuff out. Yeah.
What do you think is the best way to develop belief in oneself?
I just think, man, for me, I mean, a million ways, but for me, it's like, you got to find that why. You know, so for me, it's like, it's my why. And I keep telling people, okay, yeah, Tom Brady, but he was doing it, I believe, Roger Goodell. I believe his mom with cancer. I believe he cried when he talked about his father. He has 4 Super Bowls. He was crying about his father being his hero. I'm like, this is unbelievable. I mean, what more can you ask for? So it's not the car, the house, or whatever. It is that internal goal, that internal why. And so for me, I just think that's it. Like that, like you, it just, it's something within, and you gotta pull it out. And so it's easy when you have a why, a purpose. I'm doing it for this, I'm doing it for that. It's easy to get up and get going. But if it's just for a car, what happens, Louis, when you get the car? Because you can buy it. What happens when you get the house and you can buy the house? What happens when you get the jet and you got, but when it's for your son, that's forever. Like my wife's MS, the span of her life, it's going to keep me, like, it's not, okay, I can get a house and it's over. Like, that's going to take me, if she lives another 50, I'm going to be grinding like this for 50. And what I try to explain to people, you've seen this happen before. I don't know if you know a person personally, but you've got a guy whose wife, they've been married 50 years and, you know, and she died, and this guy dies 2 weeks later. And it's like, how did you get through? Like, he got through cancer. You know, he made it through cancer, but his wife dies and he dies a week or two later. Why did he get through cancer? Because he was doing it for her. But once she died, that was his whole reason for living, his whole reason for existing. And when that why died, he was like, it's over for me. I just think that why, Lewis, is so important. And if your why is a car, well, you're talking 2015 gets old, what, in 2020?
Right.
So that's it. Like, you know, your house, it depreciates in value in what, 10, 20 years maybe? So I think, but when you have that why, that thing pushes you. You're doing it for cancer, for your mom. Tom Brady's thinking in his mind, and one of the players said, hey, remember you're doing this for your mom? Wow. He said it like, hey, you're doing this for your mom. I know we're down 25. I know we're down 25 points, but you said your mom, you know, and so Tom is like, yep, I told my mom, my dad, and I don't want to see my mom at the end of the game with a loss. And then mom comes up with the scarf and you can see she's going through chemo, and he did it for his mom. So you got to have something within, man.